Hello friends, today's topic is the states is too expensive. Let's rant.
Guys, I want you to forget the headlines right now. The real crisis in America right now is the cost of living. Groceries are up, rent is up, gas, healthcare, insurance, everything costs more. The politicians keep telling us the economy is fine. It's fine. Meanwhile, working Americans are doing the math and falling behind. Inflation is crushing our families. Retirees and blue collar workers, it's hitting them the hardest, guys. Why is the economy becoming the number one political issue in the next election? I don't know. Trump says a strong leadership, energy dependence, and America's first economic policy can turn this around. Others say just be patient. Meanwhile, we don't have time to be patient, guys. But patient doesn't pay the bills. So what I want to hear from you, what's gotten more expensive for us this year? I don't know. Seems like everything. What do you think the economy is actually working for regular Americans, or do you think it's working against us? Drop your comments in the below, please, because I need to hear this from other people. Guys, we got to get this under control. It's hitting us all hard. At the pump, at the grocery store, it's hitting us everywhere.
So I want to continue this conversation about how 99, I'm going to say 99, not even 95, 99% of us living in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area are suffering. And I want to continue this conversation in hopes that I will not only get more answers as to why other people think this is happening, but I will find all the other New Jerseyans and New Yorkers that are suffering in this with me. I feel like the American dream that they sold you is dead. At this point, I feel like it's a big fat lie. Because technically I did everything I was supposed to do. And my husband, he really did what he was supposed to do. This man suffers from Crohn's disease. And through the worst flare-up of his entire life, where he weighed the same weight as me, he went to school full-time and worked a job full-time. So he literally would work overnight shifts, get off at 7 in the morning, and then go to school at like 12 in the afternoon. And we're not just talking just like regular business school or whatever. We're talking engineering. He chose engineering because it's a great lucrative career, right? Well, he bust his aspirin, went to school, literally got the sickest he's ever been in his life, literally failed the class because he was so sick. We had a baby, went through COVID. I mean, such hard times in our lives. He pushed forward and graduated. And guess what? He makes no more money than he was making before. Can't even find a job that would pay him $150K. And $150K might sound like a lot to some, but that is literally nothing for here. You need at least $200K in the household to survive. And I want to focus on my fashion business. So not only can we not afford a home, we can barely afford rent. Something's got to give.
This ain't a complaining post, just a reality post. Living in America is expensive. Like, for real. It's insane. Living in America is just ridiculously expensive. Now, don't get me wrong. I do pretty well compared to most. And I'm sure a lot of you do too. But y'all can't lie. For what we make and what actually come out of our bank account between gas, electricity, housing, medical costs, it's insane. Insane. I'm at the point, I might as well just call HR and tell them, you know what, don't even give it to me. Just send it straight to them. Because the day I get it, the day everybody else get it. It don't even make any sense at this point. I don't even use my company's medical. It's ridiculous. Thank goodness my wife got better medical than I do. But it's ridiculous. If I use my company's medical, it'd probably take half my paycheck, to be honest. It's that expensive. It's crazy. But that's the world we live in right now. But then also on top of that, when you look at our medical expenses, we pay all this money every year for medical expenses. Then we need to use it. We still got to pay when we go to the doctor with a copay. And then depending on how the coding is, you still may have to pay more because they decide they don't want to pay all of it. Make that make sense. How does that even work? Then we look at housing. It keep going up. Houses ain't got no better. In fact, they probably got worse. We can build a house in 20 minutes these days with the material we use. They using cheaper construction. These houses be falling apart, but they cost more. Make that make sense. I don't understand how that works. Then we talk about, I'm not even going to go political for the most part, because honestly at this point, I really don't care. We keep talking about, new election, America's back. We took America back. Back from who? And my question is, who we give it to? Because I don't care if you red or blue. All y'all struggling, if you want to know the truth. Everybody's struggling. So who got it back? All I see is a whole bunch of billionaires celebrating, and they get a whole bunch of money, but who getting this money? Now we done raided another country. It went from, hey, it's the war on drugs, we got to get these drugs, we bombing people, to now all of a sudden, within 24 hours, it went to, we got the oil, and y'all celebrating. Was it about the drugs or was it about the oil? I'm confused. I don't even, and even we got the oil now, everybody talking about, well, yeah, all that money's coming back to America. No, it ain't. Yeah, it's coming back to America. It's going to stay at the 1% level. It ain't coming down here. So, I mean, at this point, it's a scam. Then don't even get me started on the cost of food. Like, if you want, like, real food, like fresh fruit and all that, it's going to cost you. But if you want the fake stuff, well, you can get that stuff cheap all day long. And you got to go to 6, 7 grocery stores to try and get something decent. It's more processed food out here available than anything. We got water in plastic bottles. You got to pay for that. You want real fruit, I don't even know where you find that these days. I mean, maybe a farmer's market here and there, but sometimes, to be truthful, they import their stuff too. That stuff ain't even real. So we eating stuff, we don't even know what we buying. So our money just going all over the place. I mean, America's a trip right now. I just don't even, I ain't know what, I'm rambling, but it's just crazy. Like I said, this ain't a complaining post. It's just a reality post. This is where we are right now. But we've been groomed to believe like, oh, this is just how it is. Just hang in there. It's going to get better. Hang in there. We've been hanging in there. I'm 54. I've been hanging in there for a minute. I keep getting the same story. You know, I want better for my kids, but, you know, their education costs. They in college, and that education is through the roof. And at the moment, to be for real, they ain't even guaranteed they're going to get a job. But we've been sold to believe, like, hey, if you don't go to college, you're not going to do well. Well, only guarantee at this point is if you go to college, you're going to get a whole bunch of debt. And if, God forbid, you pass away, that debt goes to your family. That's like the one bill you can't get rid of, education, which is crazy. To send a kid to college is about the same cost here in America as buying a house. Make that make sense. But like I said, I'm just sitting here reflecting. Like I said, this ain't a complaining post. It's just a reality post. This is where we are, and some of y'all think this is a good thing. So I don't know. Y'all talk to me. Help me out, because I'm confused.
It's really interesting being in Florida and sitting in a basically empty restaurant because no one can afford anything, and also there's no tourism anymore. And the only other group of people at this bar has one person showing off all of the novelty t-shirts they bought at the store down the street, saying things like Gulf of America and so 2028. Like, can you not see the direct effects? And while it's actually hard to get a real answer on the tourism numbers here in the state because the numbers say one thing, but my lived experience says another, it's not hard to get a gauge on how no one local can afford anything anyway, so no one's really going out to these restaurants to begin with. I've commented before saying mostly the only people that I see at restaurants are like 55 and up, just because they're the only ones that can really afford things anymore. Like, I really do not know what's going to happen to restaurants in 5, 10 years in this state. The only young people there are the people working there. They're getting priced out, so what happens? I'm only living here for a few more months. It's just really, really interesting to see where the state's at right now. But that's just my lived experience. Let me know what you think.
Is it just me, or in a minute we're not gonna be able to afford nothing? I mean, so this year, my health insurance went up, my dental insurance went up, my prescription medications jumped 300 to 400%. My HOA fees went up. Heating my home went up. Water went up. After school programs and enrichment and tutoring for my kids went up. I lost my Medicare because they say I make too much. So now I have to pay for my son's occupational therapy that the school will not provide now. out of pocket. My insurance said they're only going to cover 25% because they don't deem it as essential for an autistic child. Okay. I'm literally fighting with my insurance company because they went up, but they're sitting there trying to tell me that I drive more miles than I put down. I don't. So I had to send them a picture of my odometer from last year and this year to prove to them. I'm damn near getting ready to call them and put them on FaceTime because they're like, there's no way you only drove that many miles. I don't like to burn out my gas because gas is expensive. Even though you guys said that went down, it's still freaking high as shit. It's still $4 a gallon. If y'all feel the same way I feel, let me know, because it's like everything costs an exorbitant amount of money. It's like there's an extreme cash grab from everybody who is working 2, 3 jobs. Then we're here on social media trying to sell products, we're hustling so hard and not making a dent. I don't know. This is just my thoughts. Tell me how y'all feel about it.
Everything is going up in price, and what can you do to save money? Comment down below, and thank you for watching.